Hey wrestling fans, the Bobby Holiday here. Welcome to the Bobby Holiday Show. In this episode, I'll be doing my first ever NXT TakeOver prediction for the upcoming NXT TakeOver WarGames Chicago. I'm especially excited for this because TakeOver has become a consistently stellar event and one of my favorite wrestling events, period. It never fails going into a TakeOver event with high expectations because the show is always satisfying, and this weekend should be no different. So let's get to it. First up, we've got the King of Bros, Matt Riddle, versus the returning Finn Baszler. Finn Baszler completely shocked the world when he returned to NXT full-time just over a month ago. He didn't wait long to shock the world again either when he turned heel, taking out Johnny Gargano. Unfortunately, Gargano suffered an injury and was unable to get going on the much-anticipated feud he and Baszler had started setting up. After it was discovered Gargano was unable to compete during Survivor Series weekend, he was quickly replaced by Matt Riddle. NXT has done an excellent job selling hype on a feud that had to be thrown together last minute. The animosity between the two feels real. This match should absolutely tear the roof off the place, and in my opinion, Finn Baszler is the man who definitely needs to walk away with the win here. A big win solidifies the heel turn and will truly show the NXT universe that the Prince is back. Next up, we have a highly anticipated triple threat matchup with Killian Dane versus Damien versus Pete Dunn. This match is set up perfectly for all sorts of chaos. On a mix of feuds that is basically based off delivering as much pain to the people around you as possible, a triple threat match with championship implications on one of the biggest shows of the year is the perfect setting for an insane matchup. The match has a strong promise of being fast-paced, high-impact, and just absolute brutality. Pete Dunn may be the smallest man in the matchup, but he's also arguably the most vicious. With an unsatiable hunger to snap every finger he encounters, Pete Dunn's resilience and unmatchable aggression should propel him to victory as he moves on to Survivor Series to take on Adam Cole for the NXT Championship. Personally, I'm incredibly stoked for this next matchup with the first ever Women's NXT WarGames match. Shayna Baszler has had an incredibly dominant run in NXT, so it's fitting she has assembled an incredibly dominant team with Bianca Belair, Io Shirai, and the Women's UK Champion, Kaylee Ray. The addition of Kaylee Ray was completely unexpected to me. Personally, I think that she is a perfect addition, and this is a great spotlight for the workhorse division that is the NXT's UK brand. Both Io and Bianca have been incredibly dominant as well, so although the pairing is a bit mismatched, they should make tough opponents for Team Ripley. Ripley's team is filled with a great combination of power and resilience. Rhea herself has been on a tear since she appeared on NXT, and has built a solid team consisting of Mia Yim, Candice LeRae, and Tegan Nox. It'll be awesome getting to see Candice and Io advance their long-lasting rivalry a bit more in a match as brutal as WarGames. I'm really stoked to see Tegan Nox get a well-deserved shot at a big-time match as well. I think she's really going to shine here. One has to wonder, though, if Dakota Kai will try and give some assistance to Ripley and the team that she wanted so badly to join. In the end, I believe that Ripley is going to pin Shayna Baszler, earning herself a title match in the near future, and eventually dethroning Shayna Baszler, even if it has to wait until TakeOver Tampa. Lastly, we have the men's WarGame match with the Undisputed Era taking on Tommaso Ciampa, Keith Lee, Dominik Dijakovic, and a mystery partner. I know I've seen this discussed throughout the internet and it's something I've been thinking for weeks now, but I strongly believe that the mystery partner will be the returning John Morrison. The Chicago crowd would absolutely lose their minds, and his exhilarated offense would be perfect for the WarGames setting. NXT has done a perfect job of combining numerous feuds with the Undisputed Era all at once and having them cross over into one big feud. Combined with the shocking and unexpected return of Ciampa, you have some of the best things happening together in all of wrestling. I hope that Ciampa will get another shot and eventually regain the title that he never lost, but I don't think that title match will be earned here. The Undisputed Era has been unarguably dominant after fulfilling their prophecy they made earlier in the year, now holding all of the gold in NXT, of course aside from the Cruiserweight title. But anyways, their dominance should continue here as they close out the year on a strong note and yet again win WarGames. This year's NXT WarGames has an absolutely stacked card and has the potential to be one of the top shows of the year. It really speaks on how excellent NXT is that they can have a card this spectacular without even one single title match. I hope you all enjoy NXT TakeOver WarGames Chicago. I'll be back very shortly with my Survivor Series predictions, But until then, don't forget to share, subscribe, and most importantly, stay sexy, everybody.